everybody, it's Sarah, and I feel like I haven't done a Top 5 Wednesday in ages, but it's only been 2 weeks, probably because of Booktubeathon last week and I filmed so many videos without filming any Top 5 Wednesdays. But anyways, I am here again this week with a Top 5 Wednesday, and this week's topic is the top 5 characters that we dislike for no reason. So they are not villains, they are not characters that the authors meant for us to dislike, but just theoretically good guys that we don't like. Top 5 Wednesday was created by Lainey from Ginger Reads Lainey, and the host is Sam from Thoughts on Tomes. I will leave both of their channels as well as the Goodreads group for Top 5 Wednesday in the description box down below, so go and check that out if you want more information on what Top 5 Wednesday is and when we get new topics and such things. Normally for me it's the other way around. I like characters that others dislike, and I still found 5 characters that I don't like and that I feel like I should like, but I just don't. The first of those characters is Clary Frey, or Fairchild, from The City of Bones, or The Mortal Instruments by Cassandra Clare. When I first read this series, I really liked Clary, but the last time I reread the series, which was last year and this year, I noticed that Clary is incredibly stupid, and I think that there is a difference between being brave and taking unnecessary risks and don't listening to anyone else because you think you know better, even though everyone else has a lot more experience. And that's just something that really annoys me about Clary. So it's not like I dislike her, but I definitely don't like her enough for a main character of one of my favorite series. And yeah, so I had to put her on this list. Next I have Molly from the Farseer trilogy by Robin Hobb. I really liked her in the first book. I thought she was a really interesting character. I thought the relationship between her and Fitz, who is the main character, was really interesting. But then as the second book started, she just annoyed me more and more, and there were times when I just wanted to jump into the book and just kill her. Actually, I was rooting for her to be killed because of intrigues or something, and that very rarely happens to me if it's not like a villain. And I just thought she was completely unnecessary in the book, and that she was just there so the main character, so Fitz, had like some obstacles and some other stuff that he had to deal with except for the main intrigues and plotline. And so I really thought this book would have been better off without her. Next is a very funny character because I don't really have any reason why I hate her. I just really do. This is really a character I hate for no reason. And when I say hate, I mean hate. And that is Arwen from The Lord of the Rings. She is so unnecessary. And as my friend Anna likes to point out, the only cool thing she does in the movies, she actually doesn't do in the books. And she just sits there all the time moping, and okay, she gets the sword like reforged or something, but I don't like her. I really don't like her, and I don't understand why Aragorn didn't go with Eowyn. Next is another elf fantasy character with A, and that is Arya from Aragon, The Inheritance Cycle by Christopher Paolini. I loved her when I first read this book when I was 12 or 13, and then I reread this book at the beginning of last year, I think, and I don't understand why anyone likes her. She is just so annoying, and she's always so cold to Aragon, and I don't understand what he sees in her and why he would fall in love with her, because she's just... I don't like her. And I feel like I'm going to get at least some hate for this last character, or actually it's 3 characters. And that is the Starks from Game of Thrones. 3 specific characters. First, Ned Stark, second Robb Stark. I hate both of them for the same reason. Again, I think that there's a difference between being stupid and being honorable. And I don't think that... I think both Ned and Robb Stark took it too far with the honor. And... I mean, we know how that ended. But even before that, I didn't like Ned Stark. I think he's just boring and annoying, and he's a horrible father. I mean, he endangered his own kids for the sake of honor. And that is when I say, okay, you're going too far. And the third Stark that I don't like, that others really seem to love, and I don't hate her, I just don't see why others like her, and that is Arya Stark, who, again, I just think she's not a very three-dimensional character, and she is actually probably in my top 3 least favorite POV characters in Game of Thrones, and there are a lot of POV characters. And actually, I don't even dislike Joffrey Baratheon as much as I dislike Ned Stark. So, I used to hate all the Starks before I read the books, but now I like Catelyn and Sansa, and Bran and Rickon, they're just kind of like, meh, whatever. They can do what they want. But, yeah. Whoop. That was it for this week's Top 5 Wednesday. I hope you enjoyed it. Tell me in the comments down below which characters you dislike, which you feel others like. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe. All of my social media links are in the description box down below. So go and check those out. You can go and friend me or follow me, whichever you prefer, and I hope I'll see you soon. Kiss kiss!